So there was a fundraiser, big fancy Hollywood celebrity fundraiser for Biden, at which Obama was like co-headlining because, of course, he's continuing to run the country. So why wouldn't he?
Totally.
And so, as you might expect, it included these sorts of familiar faces: George Clooney, Julia Roberts, all the fancy people were there. And then disappointingly, so too was Jack Black.
I was so, like,
A few days ago, my manager called me and said George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted me to help out the president and speak here tonight. And I said, I am in. When and where? And thank you. And then they said, Jack, we know how busy you are. You don't have time. Look at all the other events that are happening tonight that you already turned down. MC at the Fliegelman Bat Mitzvah. The opening of the new Jack in the Box in Oxnard. Judge at the second annual Imperial Valley Avocado Festival. You don't see that on Meryl Streep's resume. I said, I know I turned them down, but my president needs me. Thank you.
Gross.
And then they hit me with the big one. They said, Jack, you can't go. You have nothing to wear. Your good suit is in the cleaners. Well, were they wrong? Because I had this to wear. My kick-ass American flag overalls. Most patriotic outfit of all times. That shut them up. There wasn't much they could say after that. And when the president wins in November... I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a sweet shout out in his victory speech for what I gave up to be here. Because when democracy is at stake, Jack Black answers the call. Mr. President, you're welcome. That's not the president. That's not Judge. It's a random dude. But I thought it would look better if I talked right to a guy.
Yeah, and they say we're in a cult.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing.
It's so disappointing. I know. He's so fun. I just loved him, you know?
Yeah.
It is. It's very, very disappointing, but it's true. I mean, they all like stick together, these celebrities, and it makes you wonder why.
Yeah.
Because listen, look at the guy. You really want him to win again, Jack Black? I mean, come on. Like, look at the state of his brain. You cannot. I know that Obama's running the country as evidence. I think we have another clip too. But I mean, like he's obviously, we've seen that he is obviously doing like a third term. This is his third term. But let's just get real. Like, you cannot honestly say to me, like, these people, all of these whack job celebrities are excited about Joe Biden. Just this,
they're trying to rally some, they're trying to get some excitement.
I mean,
because they're celebrities and because it's Jack Black and he thinks he can do that. But you
cannot honestly say, if you pulled that guy in a room and just talked to him individually and be like, come on, you really think that he can do this? Just individually, you think that he can do this for 4 more years and he's done a good job? Come on.
I know.
It's a cult, man. It's like they say that MAGA people are, it's again, projection. But they're good at the rallying, you guys. This is what they do well.
Mm-hmm. Also, our friends and sponsor, aura.com/chicks. They're the folks that help stop data brokers from exposing all your personal information. An interesting story that they shared with us, excuse me. And that is that United Health Group, which, I mean, they are responsible for insuring zillions of Americans. And so their CEO told lawmakers in May that they had a cyber attack. There was a cyber attack on their subsidiary, a company called Change Healthcare, and that has compromised data from 1/3 of Americans. That's a lot. Okay. Like 1/3 of the country was impacted.
That's a big swath. Yeah.
It's a big swath. The company ended up paying the hackers, the ransom people, $22 million in Bitcoin to apparently stop the spread of the information. But then there's a subsidiary of the hacking group, and it's a cyber criminal gang called Alpha V. And so they apparently have a subsidiary who is also telling United, oh yeah, we also have a copy of all that data. So even though you've already paid this $22 million, you're not necessarily safe until we tell you you are. I mean, it's all super shady. And so this is the kind of stuff that makes me feel really, really good about the fact that Aura has my back. And you should have your data protected by Aura as well. They have just a simple $12 a month plan, which gives you so many levels of protection that you would have to buy separately at a much higher cost. And so with Aura, you get everything for $12. You take control of your digital footprint, and then you get this all-in-one protection from identity theft, from scams, from online threats. You can do this for your entire family. And again, pricing is just at $12 a month. You can try it for free for 14 whole days, and you can see how much of your data is being sold immediately. You can see that by just visiting aura.com/chicks. That's how you get that 14-day free trial. And you can see for yourself. You saw like immediately there was like what, three different?
I have four.
Four. Oh my
Four
gosh.
flags. It was really, and I'm like, what? Yeah. But they took care of it. They took care of it for me.
That's the thing.
Mhm.
They will
Yeah.
do that. Check it out. Aura.com/chicks. Do it today. Unfortunately, because we were disappointed by Jack Black today.
Yes.
And I'm also disappointed by Steve Harvey,
Oh
who
my God.
hosted Kamala Harris at some sort of event. And it was so gross.
It
So
was.
Steve Harvey, first of all, he was he was preemptively telling the crowd, I don't want your DMs or messages telling me that I should be asking hard-hitting questions because I don't want to do that. And here is his explanation for why.
Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is an alley-oop for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people.
Oh my God.
Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it this for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next question is another lob for her to dunk. Because if we don't,
I mean, he just says it.
He's just saying it. Yeah. Listen, they've had 3.5 years of lobs. They've had 3.5 years to communicate effectively to the American people and to actually do it through action and say, this is what we've done for you. They haven't done jack squat except for ruin this country. How dare this guy? I know. This guy. Yeah.
I know. And then it gets worse because then
Yeah,
he
it does.
says that he wants reparations.
Oh my
And that,
God.
I mean, Steve Harvey. Steve
Yeah.
Harvey apparently thinks that he deserves reparations. Here he is.
how we gonna ask for something next time? If you ain't got no voting power, you talking about reparations. Ain't nobody finna give you no reparations and you don't vote. Oh, why you think they finna give us some money? No how, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I go
What?
down there.
Unbelievable. Unreal.
I'm sorry.
I owe you nothing.
Oh my
This guy,
God.
this is a guy that makes $45 million a year. He makes for entertaining people. He makes that in America, in the United States of America. What a blessing that is. What an absolute blessing that is. He gets to do that. He gets to make that much money. He's worth over $200 million. That's his net worth. At least that's what I saw on the internet. It could be more. I mean, it should be more if he makes 45 million a year, honestly, if he invests well. But I mean, seriously, yeah, it's absolute American privilege is what that is. And you're telling me you want me to pay you for something that I didn't do? You can suck it.
Oh my God.
I mean, I just can't.
Yeah. And the fact that it's him, right? Like, because as
It's
you
so
said, he makes so
disappointing.
much money. He's been so successful. He's achieved well beyond the American dream.
Right.
And here he is saying that white people owe him.
We owe him. Like,
Oh my
what
God.
kind of nonsense is that? Like, he could be saying something totally different. What we just said. Like,
Mhm.
that is the American dream. Go out there and work hard and look what you can do.
I know.
Unbelievable. It's
But here is the reason that no one asks Kamala hard-hitting questions. It's because this is how she talks, you guys.
Community banks. So the importance of community banks is they are, as they are called, they're in the community, led by members of the community.
oh my God. She's really burdened by the word.
You gotta
It
lob
actually
stuff up for her to dunk, because
There
that's
was more to that. She kept saying the word. She was so burdened by the word community and that whole, she just kept saying the word community over and over and over again, you guys. It was,
oh my God.
it's astounding.
I know.
That
This is
woman is such an
ridiculous.
idiot. She's a colossal moron.